Hi everyone, myself Gayathri. Okay, so today's session is not gonna to be a hands-on session like how AI is working and how to scripting. So it's actually like how AI is evolving in business. This is what I wanna talk about. Actually, what is in reality means instead of like salesing, like the expectation of a client and the reality of vendor can provide, it's like a tug of war between peoples. So instead of pitching sales with the pamphlets or powerpoints or like tradition, AI is a bit different. Like just think about it, your product which you're gonna to sell in the traditional average ads, like it will be just converted into AI filters or AI experiences. What AI can do exactly, let me just tell you. You will be using a, while you're trying your dresses, you will be just go to the trial room and just try on it. Instead of that, just think about you will be trying the digital dresses on your behalf at your home. So the digital dresses like try-ons. Yeah. So it will be like try-ons. So there are many companies just involved in digital try-ons. For similarly, Clonara, DressX. So now these are just accompanied with Lens Studio with the advanced 3D mesh body tracking, and now they are just giving a 3D body tracking and providing cloth simulation to like you'll be feeling like a real clothing. And there's gonna be soon a digital marketing like a digital clothing fashion show. It's gonna be in 2 months. So these are the updates on digital sales of clothing. And coming up to makeup elements, many of us may see the AI filters in Instagram, Snapchat. Everybody will be seeing in that like a virtual makeup. Or you can take Maybelline as a best example. When they're launching their new colossal, they just use their Instagram filters as a circular motion, like a spin wheel. You have to spin the wheel, and when the wheel comes into some end, you will be using the new try-ons with multiple colors. So indirectly, they are just pitching their brand into your mind. So it will be fun. Who will believe that the Instagram follower or a Snapchat follower will be your brand ambassador? No one will do that if you ask so. But think of that. If your content is really like capable of to put storytelling and really impressive to play tricky, then everybody will use that. Moreover, 500 million active users are there in social AR. It is Instagram or Facebook or else Snapchat. There are active users, at least 500 million users. And well, compared to the traditional ads, at least 76 seconds they are trying the filters. So it's usually take 24 seconds to capture a human brain with a similar content. That's why we are just taking a at least a video up to 1 minute, but it will in a 70 seconds you will be gradually without it just making them to sit still, you will automatically enter into your mind. Because social media is what is just sharing messages. If your content is really viral and it can give us some blasting moments, it will happeningly will be shared. That is what now brands are optimizing in augmented reality. In augmented reality, now they are using making customers to try and buy. Yeah, because while you go to somewhere, you really want to try it, because without try, you can't just take it just like that. So now from shoes, dress, makeup, earring, neckwear, handwear, your handbags, your fridge, washing machine, house utensil, whatever it is, through AI, you can just try it in your home, whatever it is. Just not living things. Other than that, anything non-living objects, you can try it in AI before you buy it. And next thing which is optimizing is not only in buying or selling things, even in touring packages. Many of them are aware of touring. Before you go, they'll be showing some pamphlets or they will show you a video. But now they are engaged with AI portals. Like they are giving a portal experience through you can just visit to the world through your phone. So before you go to somewhere, you can just get into the virtual portal. There'll be assistant to if you want to explore something else. So you'll be getting into that and you will be seeing the places which you exactly gonna see in a real place. After that, you can choose where you want to visit. And then augmented branding materials. Okay, so I said like Instagram and social media are just one of the platform to carry your brand. How long it is possible? So to remind that the high resistance elements is just got broken out, because the user generated content are high in social area. Since AR is really impressive and connecting people through social AR. They'll be very much engaged. At least the age category between 16 to 24 will be really engaging on your products, and their contents will be more shareable, and the count of sales will be improved much better around your brand. So leveraging your augmented reality to B2B is like a training element, like not just training your employee or that, train your customers. Actually, you will be giving knowledge to your customers. AR is just not a fantasy thing. You can educate people through it very easily. Like sitting with the customer care and just making a call and making them understand. You can just ask them to video call through the particular software which we create through AR, and we can train them hand to hand where it will be more reliable, and the trust about the brand will be very much increased because you're promising them will be with them for 24/7. So instead of a phone call, we will be directly leading them to do whatever they want, like teaching them or just a minor repair or to check it out what is happening. So through that, AR is a best one to support the businesses and to get it to leverage the next step. Benefits of AR filters. So as you already said, AR filters. So at present, for marketing purposes, AR filters are really a best investment and affordable investment because any individual can create a AR filter because the softwares are really free. Like for Instagram and for Facebook, it's Spark AR, and for Snapchat, that is Lens Studio. And their capabilities are really awesome to go to just showcase your brands with high potential. And these social media users really will engage with your brands because think of it, if there are many influencers and many people are following each other, so at least I'll be following the mutual person which you follow, the probability is more than 25%. So if I'm just engaging with your content, and if the content is shared and it is really amazing, then the content will be multiplied, so the engagement will be very awesome. Even then post or then stories, the filters are really engaging with people very blastingly. And the greater engagement is like, just think of it, when Fanta released their new product to guess their variety of new Fanta, they just created a infinity runner game in Instagram and Facebook. So the retention of the game is at least 7 seconds to 30 seconds. Many of them engage like within a week. Over more than 10 million people got engaged with that. Even we can't imagine that 10 million were engaged and many of them guessed, and they even conducted a campaign that whether they guessed right or wrong to promote them. So this type of high engagement is merely possible now in social media, and the brand can just target their right audience. I can show you how to find your right audience and how to create the correct awareness, and how can you connect with the country which you want to focus, and I'll be telling you next by next. So I already told you that the one who uses a AR filters will carry your message to others. Yes, because we'll be indirectly infusing our product to them. We will do that because while we are creating a just element by the focus of a brand, we'll be telling them like, just think of a catchy game. Like we can use a shopping bag and just create some product which we on focus. If they create that catch that product, we can add 3 points to them, and we can just use the scorecard, and we can give them prize away, and we can, if they are in a competition like a who scores more, that will boost them. That boosting will just carry a message to another person, so they will know okay which company it is. And many of them think only people follow people. It's just a myth, because if a person likes a brand, they will usually follow us on Instagram and other social handles. That's more possible to just follow us. So through that, if they are really engaged to our content, if they are really active in our content, then our filters will also be activated on them. And if they are active with our filters, then there will be our message carriers. So they will carry that message to others. Through that, our brand awareness will be wide. And the brand should be focused on whether they need a brand awareness or product awareness, or they wanted to just engage people, or they wanted to gain more customers. It's up to their and up to the engagement. And before pursuing the filter, they should be just concerned about that. And when you're just giving the filter by teaching like a game, like okay, let's think about the any electric devices like a laptop itself. If the game is like a showing in a real world visualization, because a face filters have face filter which will try on, like before buy you can visualize your products, portals, games, because mini games are very famous. to engage your product. So on that, by giving your product on reality, and if you are teaching them that your product will be do exactly, then the loyalty on your brand will be increased a much lot. This is what a brand needs: the loyalty and the trust which the customers keep on us. That will make us keep high in the market. And I already told you that how to get stats. Actually, this is one of the filters I worked. So this was just put within 24 hours. So these stats showing just 24 hours. It's for a makeup brand. It's a try-on. So for 24 hours, they have an impression of 8.5 million. And many of them engage and many of them share. You can see the users, it's 8 million and the share is 12.1K. So instead of a traditional way of ad, so through these AI filters, really the reach out is at least 25% to 40% higher than what they did. And the advancement and the investment they did is really affordable and really profitable. And the saves, because it's a filter, so they are usually save and capture and they'll be sharing it. So through that sharing only, it will improve a lot and lot. So they focused on proper clients, like proper gender and proper age guys, because it's since a makeup they will be focusing on women with a middle age category who will use it reliably. So through that, they just gain this within 24 hours, like more or less 24 hours. So this is the first achievement on insights we get it. So through this, you'll be getting the impressions, like how many of them were engaged, like opens, how many of them opened it and saw it, like captures, so who are all took pictures with that and saved that, and how many of them shared it. The 12.1K, it's a share. And the one who uses it thoroughly, like they don't need to capture, they don't need to share, put a story or a post, just to use it. How many of them got used? It's 8 million. Isn't it enough for a 24 hours? So they actively gained at least 10% more followers with that time. This is audience stats, which we really needed. For a brand, when they are creating AI filters, the first thing they want to focus is the age category where whom they are focusing, and the gender category whom they're going to focus, and then the country which they are focusing on. So this makeup look, because our India, there'll be heavy makeup or light makeup, both are affordable. But when it comes to other regions, some regions only require light makeups and a little matte finish. And when it comes to some upper countries like Iraq, something, there'll be very light lipstick only. They only highlighted lipstick. So there'll be try-ons are very well different, but the makeup look they want is little bit shinier. So that much we have to think of which country we are focusing on, which gender we are focusing on, and the age category. So this filter is highly engaged with male people, because that rayon is just like a face glower one. So you can see the age categories which they got interacted more. And this is the country stats, so it's mostly engaged with India, because we are focusing on India and they are Indian brand. So this shows the stats which country we are focusing and which country is really engaged with us more, and the gender and the age category. So these stats which I showed is on Instagram and Facebook. These stats are from Instagram and Facebook users. And now this is from Snapchat. So Lens Studio. So after that certain time, the audience and subscribers will be increased. So if they like your contents, if they like your posts, if they like your filters, they will automatically look for who did this, and they usually get into subscribe, because like followers count here, subscribers count will be counted there. So you'll be getting more subscribers and you will be visualized more. And this is the timeline stats. As like the impressions and opens, it be plays and views among the time period will be shown. So this is the major part for every business and branch which they should focus on: retention. So how much time they are spending in a filter, that is what matter. The user generated content which we use, it will be driving them with us. Because while using them, at least you can see that the playtime of a session is 7 seconds. 7 seconds. So a minimum playtime is 7 seconds. So while they can engage with 7 seconds, usually the experience will start begin. Each experience will carry between 15 seconds to 30 seconds. So these are the second limit. The experience will go on. It can be a randomizer, it can be a mini game, it can be a visualize me, or it can be a target tracking, whatever AI experience is possible, how much you're influencing your product indirectly, how much they are getting you correctly, and how much they are sharing. This is what the retention speaks, and how much place and how much time they are spending with us. That is where we succeed. So these are the basic elements and major elements for at present business marketing in AR. Because AR is a tool where you can educate, where you can learn, where you can do market, where you can sell. So on this, I just focus now on business marketing. So for marketing purpose, AR filters through Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat really plays a vital role, and they are in lead. So other than that, is AR is only for marketing? No, that's not at all. Because while coming to learning or while coming to teaching something, AI plays a major role. Let's consider as an industry. If it is an industry training some set of people to do some hardware work and just checking on them, instead of that, through AI, we can educate them with the MR experiences and they can get into hands-on training. They'll be teachable. Once they've done something and when they're getting deducted and they'll be going into a next step. So the teaching time will be very less and the effective effectiveness of getting wrong is really less and it's really effective to teach them. And while the juniors are doing work, if they really need support, instead of getting the seniors on live, they can be connected via virtually and they can teach them. Like they will be on a hands-on training at anywhere they are. There's no need to travel and there's no need to be delayed and there's no need to wait until it get any hardship. So they'll be online and with us and with them to teach them. And on the other hand, come to when it for empowerment or just getting on hand. So when it come to just empowerment, so these filters are really free of cost to make. Like if you have a knowledge of 2D, 3D or this or imagination, you are just allowed to do whatever you can through your filters. So AR filter makers can make money. Yes, they can make a much money because once you're providing a good content with your filters, you will be visualized. So when you're visualized, you will be automatically connected with brands. You can pitch yourself that which you're capable of. Your work is really capable, then you will be getting monetized easily. So monetization is not depend on how reliable the industry is. Monetization is depends on how creative you are and how high your work is. So this is how it will work on marketing, and this is how now AR is evolving in business. So B2B is handling with this, and now even Flipkart, Amazon, and everything is handling with this in AR, like to showcase their new capability, to showcase their new product, and to engage their customers. They're using it in their app. You can go to your Flipkart app and go to the camera go. You can see the AR filters there. And when it comes to sports team, many sports team now are reliable and just got into AR. Like I'm collaborating with the sports teams like Punjab Kings, ATK Mohun Bagan football team, Chennai FC football team, Jamaica Talwas cricket team, and Dodgers Nation baseball team, and now with the sports Star Sports Pro Kabaddi, and with now collaborate with Z Enterprises for the reality show, and they are now relying on AR, just like they want to advertise themselves. So to engage content, they are now getting into AR filters. I can showcase you how they are getting engaged now. So this is a portfolio, and you can see that they're engaging with their players. The Pro Kabaddi. I said now the Pro Kabaddi matches leagues are going on, so they're engaged with their content to promote their players. So Pawan is a player here. So just like with the 4 cards with 12 combinations for the 12 players, we just created this filter. So there'll be 12 combination on this. So once people is trying on that, this filter will take 15 seconds time to get the answer because this or that filter. So by that time, you will be getting to know that you're just engaged with the game. So the engagement of game, the new word, because if someone who doesn't know anything about Kabaddi, when it's continuously coming to Scorpion King, a bonus point, or Dubki, they will just come to know what is it. So that knowledge, they will be get engaged. Oh, these much of players and their favorite players. People with just like one player whom they want. So when the combination they found that they will be again sharing it, that they got just engaged with their player, so they will share it. So by that they will be get promoted and promoted like a chain link. And this one for Dodgers Nation, and this one for ATK Mohanbakham. Like when they are promoting the ATK Mohanbakham club, we did this. So they are promoting their club. So this is for promoting the players, and this one is resembling the player, and this one is promoting the club. Likewise, this filter is done for tourism. So like a virtual tourism, when you're giving packages, before they go to the place, they like how to look at that place. Like even in a portal, instead of portal 2, you can just show some places like this which will experience like a selfie, so they can create that. And this is for Jamaica followers to promote their fan cheering moment. Like they just wanted to say wow to their fans. The fans should get cheered up, they want to boost it. So for that happening, we use that. And this what the portal experience I called it. So this one is like a virtual portal which you can see a entire Christmas setup. So instead of that, even for real estate, they can showcase how the project will be before they buy, and or a furniture company can show how their product will be on the place. Virtually they can show the sofa will be on gray color and it will have black buttons. It will be in a leather or it will be in a crayon. So they can showcase that, or the wood types. Or if they wanted to someone really want to decorate their filter, they can select some products. Or AR experience, they can select the objects they want, like a light or sofa, table or chair or shoe rack or any television. So once they selected, a portal can be created, and inside a portal you can show it is all placed. And if they want to change the colors, they can change it. If they want to move the place, they can move it. If they want to show other pieces which suits them, they can do it. So through AR, they can customize them works and customize it and see that how it is working. And a virtual try-ons, and for the player sharing one, and to boost entertainment, just to cause some entertainment feel, just for not for a business perspective. If you were engaging with someone, why don't you give someone a look like an engagement one? When they are cheering, when they are boosting, and when they are getting pride, they will usually share it, and it's a funny one. And the most important thing for filters to get more runners, we just need to give a transition. Because even in a normal reels or post, the transition post will get more likes and more views. Because after 3 seconds, the user will usually wait to see what the end result is. So to see the same end result effect, the filter which is using transition goes more. And here it was done for a Darwin biological conference. First time a biological conference go with AR filter. This is the first time actually they did this. So this is called conceptual setting. Like it attached to the event. It is not something random filter. It actually adapt to the event. It is a conference. So ID card is must. So through that ID card, the date is must when it's going on. They just wanted this filter just to promote the event and the date and time. So this filter is really aligned with them. Without the alignment, the creation of AR filter for a business, it is not suitable and it has no value, because it should be reasonable. Because if we are creating anything related to car, we can't put a makeup on our face. If we are creating something related to a food, we just can't use a real-time simulations like a car drifting or anything. If it is a food, we need to create something relevant to food. It can be in which food you want to eat, or how your food will look like when it is on table. You can do it in a real world. Before you just try it, you can eat it. Or you can do something like a menu like filter. So menu like AR experience, not just filter, menu like AR experience. And after menu like AR experience, you can make them to buy it. So this is how you can do a reasonable AR experiences. So this is what a must to go. And these one are made for awareness. So a difference between business and awareness is business will have efficiently a simple requirement, like we want to launch this product, we wanted to create awareness of a product or awareness of a brand. But when you're doing it customizingly, you can be a sponsor of some event. There's no need that you have to be a only brand and you have to be selfly doing. You can be a sponsor to anyone. So while you are sponsoring indirectly, not indirectly, you will be infusing, like injecting their product into your filter. Imagine that there's a cricket team, like some drink company is sponsoring them. Means you can create a filter like when they're sipping their drink, they will automatically get transformed into a player. So you will be influencing the user to drink the drink. It can be energy drink or whatever the company they are sponsoring. So as a business, the company brand is getting engaged, and it is emerged through the team which is working on, and the team will be holding active users at least of 1 million or at least of 900K. So they will be actively engaged, and through that they will be sharing it, and many will be engaged with that. So through this, a business will be very much smoothly going on a promoting basis. And this one is done for Punjab Kings, and the regional based filter, like the look, how they will look when they are celebrating it. So this is how usually business will evolve on. So it will be rely on how much you are involved your filter, and you should be focused on what are your clients, like the age category or gender category, and how you are gonna to reach them, and then the correct people to reach. Like instead of putting a random filter, we need a correct audience. So we have to select with the audience. And the third thing is connecting with the correct content which will engage. We can't just put any content we want. We should be connect them with the proper content, and they should be written on it while we are showing the content, and should be shareable. So through that they will share and they will carry a message to others. So this is how the business will be really using AR advisable and will be immersive. So that's it. Thank you.